And we back! Back in the 1961-1962 season, Wilt Chamberlain averaged 50.36 points per game. Today's video doesn't end until someone either matches Wilt Chamberlain or beats Wilt Chamberlain 50 points per game in a season. Now, realistically speaking, this won't happen organically, right? How many times have we simulated an NBA 2K and seen someone average 50? Not many, or if at all. So I have the opportunity to change rules or do things like that to try to make things a possibility. Now, I will not change anybody's shot tendency. I will not make trades for another team to make them weaker so that one player can do what he had to do. But when it comes to official rules that can help a player out, I'm going to do everything in my power. But for the most part, I'm going to guess we're going to be here for some time. So buckle in, leave a like, and subscribe. And I think right now, with just the real organic sliders and settings and rules, the best or closest player we have to potentially doing something like that is Luka. Y'all know in simulation, Luka be averaging like 35 points per, and that's including like 10 dimes. So I wonder if there's some rules or something we can change to get Luka to play better, or is it going to be somebody else that surprises us? Or we might be simulating for so long that it's going to be an auto-generated player because all of the players we know and love might be out of the league by the time anybody even comes close. LeBron James won MVP. If we take a look, oh, Bradley Beal low-key could be the man. I didn't really think about the fact that Bradley Beal averaged 30 plus points per game the last couple seasons. So yeah, you know who's also a good candidate in a few years? Trae Young. We've seen Trae Young put up some ridiculous stats. Legit, we got 5 players that went into this season and averaged 30 plus with just vanilla everything. That's a good sign for this challenge. We might not be here as well. 50 is a whole different beast. A whole different beast. Because if you look at those stats again, the highest outside of Wilt Chamberlain was just Michael Jordan at 37. Wilt Chamberlain, it was just on some different playing field. Okay, so once we get to league meetings, I can't change things that are already on the board. And what I mean by, okay, let's go to league meetings, right? I can't say, I don't like this one, so let's replace it. We have to look at what they give us every single year and determine if it'll help us. This is a lottery thing, don't help us. All-Star game, don't help us. Players are eligible to enter the draft 2 years removed. I don't like that. Change this so you have 10 seconds to advance. I'm going to deny that because that means less possessions if people are getting the ball up slower and salaries no longer required to match. That don't really help our challenge, but I think it can make for good content if people get traded when salaries don't match. So we'll prove that. So in year number 1, nothing happened for us to get better in this challenge. And if they're going to be, let's see if there's any rookie in here that's going to come in and dominate. A B rookie, 19-year-old dude, two-way facilitator, Hall of Fame ceiling from Villanova, Eddie Brewer, point guard, 6'7". We're going to take keep an eye on him, but his playmaking is way too high for him to average 50 in the future. I should have checked last season what the season high was. I mean, 50 average is ridiculous. Like, let's say 2 weeks into the season, if nobody's averaging 50, you're not going to get to that point. You know what I'm saying? Because you have to start off putting up 50 a game, and this is definitely not going to be the year because if we go to, where is it, league leaders, Shea is averaging 44 the first 2 weeks of the season. Yo, Mr. Shea. What's your tendencies at? It's not, if Shea had max tendencies, he might be, he is on a super bad Thunder team. No disrespect to the Thunder, but you've seen that roster before. Look at this. Shea, he's not going to do it. I mean, he's not going to do it. But the fact that he started off this season averaging that much is promising for maybe the future because he's only 24. And once you go later into people's career, the tendencies go higher and higher and stuff like that. He's going to get better and better. But so will his team. Eventually, like Josh Giddey or Poku or somebody's going to be taking more shots. Because he's averaging 25 shot attempts per game. And then the next player is averaging, 18? And that's Isaiah Roby. And he's shooting 30% on those. Yeah, and that's league leading. And then you got like Bradley Beal, who's averaging about the same as last year. Maybe a little bit more. Shea low-key can surprise us in this video, maybe. So Shea put up a 60 piece. That was his season high. If you're putting up just one, or maybe it was multiple 60 piece, but a 60 piece was the highest you got, you're probably not going to average 50 because then you have one bad game and then your averages are down. But I mean, Shea kind of dominated when it came to points. Let's see where he stood as far as points per game. He actually dropped below Trae Young. I knew that Trae Young was going to be a good candidate as well. But what I found out recently is that Trae Young starts to regress at 25. So If he don't average 50 next season, he's probably never even going to be in the running. But again, we got 7 players this year to average 30, and maybe let's count 8. Ja Morant, you get the bump because you were 0.1 away from it. But still, 2 years in, nobody's even hit the 40 mark. Trae Young won MVP, so maybe he won't start to regress. This is the rookie dude. He came in, and he had a good season, of course, but he's not really on anybody's radar as far as doing today's challenge. Drummond is in Orlando for some reason. All right. Hopefully this year round, we get something in the menus that we can change that can help us out. The Bulls don't never do nothing in these videos. Let's be honest. Let's go straight to league meetings. Come on. Give me something. Increase the luxury tax. That doesn't help. Decrease the luxury tax. Which one is it? You want to approve both? Fine. They want to do the elim ending thing? No way. Because we need games to average 160 points per. So we approve these because I'm pretty sure these counteract each other. So I'm curious to what the heck is going to happen. But still, 2 years in, nobody's even really come close. This year's draft class is Bonds. All right, so we ain't worried about none of those dudes. Who can be our guy? Shea. If Shea's tendencies increased and nobody on his team got better except for him, I might have to put my money on Shea for this year to be the closest. I don't think he's going to break it this year, but to be the closest, it might be Shea. Let's take a look at his team again. OKC, Josh Giddey's getting better, but his tendency's still low. Like, this is the best chance he's got because everybody is below value except for, I guess, Trey Mann. And then Shea went up to a 92 in tendencies. If Shea is the player to do this and not like KD or Luka or somebody that people automatically thought of, that's a huge W. Tendency-wise, there's so many players with 99 tendencies, but the counteract that a lot of them be having past open man, like Luka's going to get a ton of assists. KD not going to get a ton of assists, but he's probably still playing with Kyrie and James Harden, so we shall see. Another year where just vanilla settings. Bradley Beal averaged 36 for the season. Bradley Beal is the real deal. He continues to get better. Almost 40% from 3, but still quite a ways away. Shea dropped a little bit, but we still have around 7 to 8 players that are putting up 30. Oh, Poku won most improved. That's why Shea dropped, because he's got a teammate now. All right, I really need this season to be the one where like we actually get something to help us out, whether it be decreasing the what is it? Decreasing the shot clock. The shot clock dropping down is going to help with possessions. There will now be rookie versus sophomores. Eliminate the valuation requiring offense to advance the nope. The opposing team will enter the bonus after 3 team fouls. Does that help? That means more free throws, right? And free throws means more possessions. I'm going with yes on that one. Lottery. Players are no longer foul out. Sure, why not? I mean, if Giannis got 62 and he got 5 fouls, I don't want Coach Bud to bring him out. But so far, it ain't been great. It has not been great. This year's draft class, where we see some studs. It seems like every year, just like a draft and stash guy as number 1. 2 years in a row to happen. Any of the last year or 2 years ago draft picks blossoming? The answer is yes. This guy's an 88 overall already. He's only averaging about 20, but last time we checked, his shot tendency was like 60-something. Now it's 70-something. Still not really a guy on our radar for this challenge. But another year. Okay. All right. We got time. The reason I do these videos is for the content. And then we will not end until someone matches Wilt Chamberlain. And so far, we've been, 15 points per away? Hasn't even been that close. Okay, so nobody's even close again, but we got some things. We got the opposite of what I want. I want this to say 20 seconds, so we're going to reject that. But people can come in at 18 years old. Sure, maybe we get a mini LeBron. Even though LeBron never averaged 50, but you never really know. 18 years old now, and we continue to simulate. It's been rough. Last year, the one that you missed, it was actually Lamelo Ball, who averaged the most at 35 points per, so that's interesting. He won MVP as well. The league is kind of weird because the NBA champions end up being the Houston Rockets. You're like, oh, snap, who do Houston Rockets got? The Houston Rockets got Jokic, Jalen Green, and then that former first overall pick. They got Mike Conley. I don't know how the heck they ended up with Jokic. I mean, I guess it's just free agency because we are a few years in. But they have Jokic, and he just won his first NBA championship with the Houston Rockets. So that's kind of cool. Oh, draft class. We got to see what the draft class holds. This year's draft class has a bum as the first overall pick. Oh, Hall of Fame ceiling, though. Okay, never mind. He's not a scrub. It might take him a few years, but he might end up in the HOF. The Orlando Magic just won an NBA championship, and I wouldn't normally stop here. Finals MVP, Franz Wagner just averaged 30 points in a playoff run, 50, 44, 93, right? He won Finals MVP. Franz Wagner. Is the other Wagner here? Nope. But this team just won a championship. It's like Jalen Suggs, who's elite, by the way. Jalen Suggs was an all-star. He's probably bummed out that he didn't get Finals MVP. But I mean, hey, if you get outplayed by Franz Wagner, he deserves it more. That's insane. This team beat the Jokic team. Crazy. Franz Wagner in 7? Let's get to league meetings. So we got revert the draft lottery, eliminate short-term contracts. No way. I like one-year deals. Hello? But okay. What are we, 6 years into the... We're like 6 years into the future, and we finally got decreased the shot clock. That means way more possessions. This season, nobody's even close. Again, I would have showed you if somebody's close. I think we had like a couple 30s, but nobody averaged over like 35 or something. Yeah, nobody averaged over 35. So with the increased shots per game, Lamelo, Trae Young, Shea is back in the running. This could be a year that we might see a 40. It could be a year that we might see a 40. I don't know who it's coming from. We're gonna do the we're gonna simulate 2 weeks into the season. I don't know who it's coming from, but we should see a lot more teams averaging way more points because there's way more possessions now. You know, decreasing the shot clock is beautiful. First game of the season. Oh yeah. Now the Bulls just got a bunch of like Wendell Carter's back. Okay, the Bulls got a bunch of studs. You know what I'm saying? So we get those type of statistics, but imagine a team with a player. Oh snap, we're getting 160s. Imagine a team with cause the Bulls just got a bunch of firepower. Imagine a team with 1 star. Okay, 2 weeks into the season. 45 Donovan Mitchell. The boy is averaging his jersey number. Donovan Mitchell at 45 is crazy. The only problem is he's not going to average it like full time. But what we are seeing is the first step in the right direction for this challenge. Now, I'm trying to think about other rules that might be implemented, and I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. But again, we're checking every single season. There might be more stuff we can put into play to make it. 2K, where's the thing that says incorporate four-point line? Can we get that? Can we get that, 2K? Can I add a 4-point line? This is why I wish that 2K had the thing similar to Minecraft, where people can easily mod it. Now I know the PC community mod the heck out of the game and they do a great job of it, but it is way more difficult to do. So how about, I don't understand anything about coding. I was just about to say some buzzwords like JavaScript. How about 2K incorporate it? So that's a 173 game. Zach LaVine put up 42. 65 is a season high for a player, and that's Steph Curry. Can you imagine the amount of content we can make if it was easy to mod the game? Come on, bro. Come on, a 64 game. Man, the amount of content we can do. Ja averaged 40. Okay, slowly getting there. We're in the year 2026, 2027, and we are slowly getting to the point. We had, oh my God, 20 players average over 30 or 30 or more. 20. And that's just with one rule change. I don't know every rule change that's in the game, but maybe there are more. Oh, Billy Donovan, the Bulls are back. Oh, this guy's elite now. Remember we talked about his shot tendency? What is it now? It's only a 77, and he averaged 31 and 14. Like I said earlier, I can't increase it personally, but if he had the right shot tendency, geez, he might be able to go crazy. All right, the Bulls might win a championship, so we're about to sit here and watch the Bulls be great and win their first championship since 98, or is it 99? And Lonzo Ball wins a Finals MVP. Shout out to the Chicago Bulls. Here we go. Let's go to league meetings. Sudden death in overtime, absolutely not. Elim ending, absolutely not. Change the time an offense is given to advance the ball to 6 seconds. Yes, that means the ball gets put up court faster because in real life it's 8 seconds. Eliminate the goaltender rule. No, we want no defense played. Okay, so that might help slightly, maybe just a little bit. But hey, we take everything around here. Simulation speed has tanked dramatically. I have been simulating the same season for like 6 minutes already. You see how slow this is moving? Do you see how slow this is moving day to day? Are you watching the same thing I'm watching right now? What the heck? How I'm gonna tell y'all to buckle in when I can't buckle in because that was one day. All right, something ain't right. I gotta get rid of the ticker or something is not right here with the simulation speed at the moment. Shout out to the Bulls, by the way, for winning the championship and dropping all the way down to the 9th seed. Very Bulls-esque. Let's go like turn all of this. I don't know how to increase the simulation speed. It was fine the first 9 years of the season or however long we've been simulating, but now all of a sudden it just went snail pace. It's like, okay, I guess this is better. Ah! Brother be snacking around, bro. We do these longer videos, you know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta grub up. This man Lamelo averaged 44. All I need is for bro to stop passing the ball. Like if he just shot 4 more shots a game and had 7 assists instead of 12, challenge over. Lamelo Ball beats Wilt Chamberlain. But nah, he want to continue to do his thing and pass the ball and do this and do that. Lamelo, what is your tendencies? Please tell me. It's 99, okay. So it can't even get better if I wanted it to. Eddie is still at 77, but I do believe Eddie could be a candidate if his tendencies weren't so high for passing and low for shooting. Nobody's even been close. 44 other than 44. 44 is insane. Averaging 44 points per game in a single season is insane. And he almost just won a championship, but instead it went to Eddie. He just took the 6th seed to the finals. That might be the greatest individual season of all time. It legit might be. Okay, well, Wilt did average 50. That's the point of the video. But you get what I'm saying. He took the team to the 6th seed, beat the 3 seed, beat the 2 seed, beat the 5 seed Bulls. Oh, shout out to the Bulls. And then got to the finals and lost to a 6 seed. Oh, snap. 2 6 seeds? 2 6 seeds in the finals. That's got to be a first. KD. Actually, no, you're not. Okay, James Harden can retire because he's only 77. But if you're 80 plus, you can't retire. I mean, y'all are still killers. Y'all can still potentially do what you got to do. No. League meetings, please do something. Trade deadline, allow 7-day contracts. Sure. What does that do? Nothing. Top 5 picks are done via random weighted draw. Remaining or lottery. Nah. So it's only one thing. Now, I'm not going to change it, but I'm just curious to see what else in here could actually help us. So we already did the shot clock thing. And then foul outs we got rid of completely. Lane violations don't help. 8 seconds we changed. Backcourt violation don't help. Playoffs, possession arrow. The bonus, I don't know. I don't even know if there's anything else that can help our challenge. Automatic points will be granted on shooting fouls. That could help. That could definitely help in a challenge like this, but maybe not. Trades, draft, contracts. Legit, nothing else can really help. So this is the stats or the settings we're playing on for the rest of this video, basically. And we just got to hope that Lamelo stops passing the ball or Eddie gets better and starts to shoot the ball. I don't know. Lamelo continues to be the guy that's closest, which is weird this year. His assists actually went down and his points did too. Now he might have less options to pass to now, but that's unfortunate. If you take a look, Anthony Edwards averaged 40 as well, basically. So it's those two dudes that are the only guys that are even close. We got to continue to go, man. We got to... James Bouknight? Okay, I see you. Eddie averaged 30, which is about what he averaged every single season. Ben Simmons is now a 6th man in OKC. He's 32 years old. We've been simming for quite some time, ladies and gentlemen. We've been here for quite some time trying to figure things out. I don't even need to go to meetings, I guess, anymore. I want to see if there's anybody that's young, other than Eddie Brewer, that can potentially be a guy on the list. So all players. So Eddie Brewer's like tied for the best player in the league. But as we mentioned earlier, his shot tendency is not high enough to even come close to averaging 50. His assists were actually down too. It's the second player that was like, hey, my assists are down, but my points didn't go much or didn't move. He is still playing with Jokic too, who's averaging 30. So like these two players are both averaging 30. Maybe if he got his own team, he can do what he had to do. But oh, this is the last year of his deal too. So we shall see if he's gonna take his player option and move to the next team. We'll see what you up to. E. Bryant, Edgar Bryant, 24-year-old. How long have you been in the league? What did you average last year? How have we not seen you so far? So he averaged 25 last season. Great shooting splits, but he's another dude that passes probably more than he should. 2nd overall pick in 2025. What can you do? Score. How about we do more? What's your tendencies? 90. That means he's probably playing with a guard that shoots more shots than him. Dang! Why the heck is Josh Giddey's neck so long? Look at his picture. compared to look how high his head gets, bro. Neck is ridiculous. Drink some water and don't hit his stomach until 3 days later. Tony Beasley, high tendency, 26 points per. LaMelo Ball becomes the savior of the challenge. What? In 2032, he averages 55.99 with 3 steals in the block, shooting 51% from the field, 43% from 3, and 93% from the free throw line. I don't know what changed. The previous season, he would have had it if he played over 36 minutes. This season, he did play over 36 minutes. I don't know if they traded their backup point guard, whatever it may be. LaMelo got more minutes this year than last year, and because of that, he was able to go over that threshold, which is great. Career high is 90. Bro put up a 90 piece last year, 2 years ago. Oh, okay. We went in too deep, y'all. Obviously, we're not living in a world of realism if the bro put up 90. We should just change this challenge and see how long before he put up 100. If last year or the year before, sometime in his career, he put up 90, which included 17 threes in a game. He had 78, which is career high this year. You know what? We're going to take a look at all stats because I'm sure a lot of records were broken in this video. But will he be able to win a championship? Because that's all that matters. Who cares if you average 50 if you can't win? And they're in the finals. They lost to Ben Simmons, who's 35 years old at this point. But he lost to Ben Simmons in the final. It's him, James Wiseman, Don Burns, Zeke Naji, Quinn Grimes. So the team actually is not that good. But LaMelo is. What did he average in the playoffs? LaMelo Ball is 8th in points because why wouldn't he be? I'll leave single game statistics. 50-point games. Dog is about to double he's about to double Will Chamberlain's most 50-point games in a career. With 225 is ridiculous. 40-point games, dominating. Fouls, we're not looking at that. Let's see. Total points in a single game. LaMelo did 90 twice, and he got an 89 and an 89. That's insane, bro. LaMelo's ridiculous. Zach LaVine, a little smooth 17 threes in a game. LaMelo's been close, though. He hit 17 and then 16. Franz Wagner, former finals MVP at 16. Assists in a game, Josh Giddey beats Scott Skiles' unbeatable record. That's all I need to see, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video was crazy. Hey, man, if you did enjoy, be sure to leave it a like, bro. It took us 11 seasons, but LaMelo Ball finally was able to do the deed and average over 50 points. Will Chamberlain, you go to 2nd now. If you enjoyed the video, leave it a like, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.